The C-Class is Mercedes-Benz's North American breadwinner. Other models may earn it more per sale, but the original baby Benz keeps the lights on. A little longer and a lot lighter, the 2015 Mercedes-Benz C-Class looks to further its successful formula with 4- and 6-cylinder engines, all-wheel drive, a world-class interior refinement, and safety features that lead the segment. So, let's go ahead and check out this 2015 Mercedes-Benz C-Class. Now, our C-Class we have here is the C300 with the 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo. And I like this silver exterior color. And as far as styling goes on the C-Class, it looks much like the bigger body Benz, the S-Class, which is not a bad thing. It's always kind of took styling cues from its bigger brother. And as you can see in the headlight design, it really looks like the S-Classes, and I like it a lot. Now here's the key fob design for the vehicle. As you can see, it's typical Mercedes-Benz fashion. You have your unlock, your lock to release your trunk, and then your panic button too. And then it's also wrapped in a very nice chrome, very elegant. Now it is a silver exterior with smart key access on all doors. And it has a black leather interior. Your power lumbar is located right there, and then your power driver's seat controls with a power adjustable headrest, power thigh extension too. Very beautiful interior design, very impressed. Looks very much like the S-Class. Now stepping on inside, this all-new C-Class has a pretty easy step-in height, I have to say. Now coming to your transmission, you have a 7-speed automatic transmission, and in typical Mercedes-Benz fashion, the gear shifter is located up here. But basically you're going to go up for reverse, and then putting it into reverse displays your rear view camera with trajectory and guidance lines too. And then you can also change the different views, and also change the brightness of the screen too. And then when you want to put it into park, just push for park. And then you also do have manual shiftability via the paddle shifters. And let's go ahead and cut on the lights and the hazards too. All windows are fully automatic in the C-Class. And let's go ahead and pop the hood, check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signals integrated onto the mirrors. You also do have blind spot monitoring. (18-inch) alloy wheels. Now coming to the front, you have HID headlights with LED daytime running lights and LED turn signals too. Very bold front end. Looks great. Just amazing. Now under the hood you will find a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine producing 241 horses with 273 pound-feet of torque. Tons of power here, pretty fuel efficient too. And it runs on premium fuel as well. Now optional, you can get a 3-liter V6 turbo if you want the most power out of the C-Class, and that is called the C400, and that produces 329 horses with 354 pound-feet of torque. This powertrain is very class competitive. Now pricing of the new C-Class starts at the C300 Sport, which starts at $38,400. And then you have the Luxury, which starts at $39,000. Then you have the Sport with the 4MATIC all-wheel drive system, which starts at $40,400. And then it can range all the way up to the C300 Sport with the 4MATIC all-wheel drive system, which is going to cost you $48,590. Now the C-Class Coupe is also available, however that is not changed in the new body style, only the sedan is for now. Now competitors of the C-Class range from the BMW 3 Series, traditional competitors like the Audi A4 and the Lexus IS, and the all-new Cadillac ATS as well. And this C-Class is very class competitive now, offering many luxury features and technologically advanced features, and better styling too, on the interior and the exterior too. Also, better build quality as well. Now coming to the rear, you have full LED tail lamps, and these tail lights look very much like the S-Class. Almost looks like they took the tail lights right off the S-Class and then put it on the new C-Class. But you do have very uniquely designed dual exhaust tips too. C300 logo and your 4MATIC all-wheel drive system logo. Very great looking rear end. Very classy car. Now you do have your full power accessories, your power windows, power door locks, power folding exterior mirrors as well, and your memory seat settings for 3 people. Everything is soft to the touch and very high quality. You have nice soft touch armrests with nice stitching of course, and very padded on the mid door panel and on the upper door panel as well. You have this really nice wood trim, looks very elegant, and it looks real too. And I think it is real. And let's go ahead and rev up that 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo and see how she sounds. Pretty good sounding 4-cylinder turbo. Now build and materials are exquisite of course in the C-Class, and that is pretty much expected when you buy this kind of car. You have nice soft touch materials all around, very high quality, and it's actually a lot better than the previous generation C-Class. Now coming down here to your center console is also nice and stitched and soft touch of course. Then you have 2 USB ports down there, an SD card slot, and it's fairly sized, I have to say. And then down here you have your cup holders and a little storage cubby. And I just really love the design of it. The design is so much better than the previous generation C-Class. It's much more modern this time around. You have this nice analog clock which gives it a very classy feel inside of here. Now coming to your climate control buttons, looks very much like the new S-Class. And here's your temperatures, your different zones too, and your fan speeds. And you also can press this to bring up the menu on your climate control up here on the screen as well. And the command interface looks pretty much like the new S-Class but in a toned down version, and it's controlled by this dial right here and this touchpad right here too. And it works very well. You could change the temperatures, the airflow. But as you can see here, it doesn't have the S-Class's fragrance dispenser. Then you can change different vehicle settings. Then you also do have your Navi, your radio, and your different media sources. Now coming to your media sources, you have your optical disc drive, Bluetooth streaming audio too, of course, and a USB port, and an iPod interface too, and an auxiliary input. So there's a lot of media sources. Now coming to your Navi, the navigation has been heavily revised, and I would love to see this interface on many other Mercedes cars and SUVs. I love this interface of the Navi and the command system interface. It's one of the best in the business this time around. It really reminds me of Google Earth, which I love. It's very beautiful. And then you also do have live traffic, live weather too, of course. Now, also new on the C-Class is Apple's Carplay system, which brings all of your apps like your music and your phone right straight from your iPhone onto the screen, which looks pretty cool in my opinion. Now, as far as visibility goes out of the C-Class, it is a little bit better than the last generation C-Class, but even though it does have better styling and everything like that, they kind of kept the visibility the same, and I kind of like that. However, the seat pillar back there is a little thick. Now, coming to the seating comfort, the seats are extremely supportive. Not as soft and buttery as the S-Class, but they're very, very supportive. And I could definitely take this car on a long road trip and take a nap in it, I have to say. Now, coming up here, you have your auto-dimming rearview mirror with garage home link. You also do have a panoramic sunroof, which extends all the way back into the rear. And your SOS Safety Connect, your sunglass container, lined in a very nice felt. And you also do have roadside assistance too. And your internal illumination lighting, which are LEDs. Now, I particularly like the steering wheel design. I like the aluminum going around it, and it is leather wrapped too, of course. Now, coming to your gauge cluster, I like these gauges. They're nice and simple and easy to read, very clear too. I like the white illumination going around them. Now, coming to your Tft display, this is going to show you all your vehicle information, including the direction of travel you're going on your navigation, and then what radio station you're on, and then you could change your different media source too as well, then your telephone. And you also do have Distronic Plus on this car, your service, like your tire pressure. You also do have the attention assist as well. Now, like I said, for the command interface, you actually do have this little touchpad. And you could select your telephone, your vehicle, and kind of scroll through the menu. And then you have your back button right here. But basically, you could just swipe it like this. Pretty cool in my opinion. And I love these air vents. I love the way they're designed. Very nice, classy feel. And you also do have the Burmester premium audio sound system in this car. Now, coming to your different safety technologies, you have collision prevention assist, and then you also do have your blind spot detection, which I said earlier, and then you have your attention assist too. And then you can also change the lights up here, like your daytime running lights, then your instrument cluster too. Now, coming to your driver selectable modes, it's called Agility, and you could select it by this little knob right here. And it's basically going to show up here. You have a comfort mode, an eco mode, a sport plus mode, and an individual too. So I guess you do have customized settings too. And you could adjust it as well. Very advanced. And basically putting it in eco mode. Now, one thing I'm noticing about this interior is that it's much roomier than before. I have tons of room, much more than the last generation C-Class, which is a good thing. However, the handling is a little slightly compromised. but it's still very good in the segment, like compared to the BMW 3 Series and the Audi A4. And it still handles very well. It handles like how a true luxury sports sedan should handle. Alright, and let's go ahead and shut down the C-Class. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the car. Let's go ahead and check out the rear seat space as well as the trunk capacity too. Build quality and materials do follow through in the rear, of course. Still nice soft touch armrests and soft to the touch on the mid door panel and the upper door panel too. Very beautiful, and the wood grain does follow through back in the rear. Now coming back here, seat space is actually a lot better. This is where my driving position would be, and I'm about 5'11". I have enough space back here, and they kind of carved it out a little bit on the back of the seats to make for more knee space, and I really like it a lot. It's just much more roomy inside of here. Now coming right here, you have your rear center armrest with storage too, and your cup holders. Very interesting design to them. And quite soft to the touch too, and the seats are also very supportive and comfortable. You also do have rear air vents back here as well, and like I said, you do have your panoramic sunroof too. Very beautiful. Like I said, you do have remote trunk release. Decent cargo capacity. You have your Mercedes first aid kit right there too. Power lumbar, full power adjustments, and your heated seat control right there. Here's your glove box compartment, lined with felt, nice and damp, and very high quality too. Alrighty. So refined and redesigned, the all-new 2015 Mercedes-Benz C-Class should remain one of the best picks in the hyper-competitive luxury sports sedan segment. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.